morning. It's day 11, November 11th, also Remembrance Day. So that's that. We are getting to, I think we'll try to get to around 172K today. Try to get at least maybe 1,800 words. That will be nice. Yeah, it's a decent day. It's not too, let me just, there you go. It's cloudy, but it's okay. Yeah, so, I'm just making up a coffee right now. So I'll, check in when, damn, all of a sudden it's so, there you go. Just got so dark. Now that seems too bright. What is wrong with this camera? There you go. Yeah, so I'll start in like 15, 20 minutes. A lot to do today, so I'm just gonna try my best to just simply get all the work done. I think script I could probably focus on a little bit. I want to edit more of my novel because it's just fallen behind a little bit, but I've been so tired from all the writing. It's just endless. It's endless. It's not gonna be like this forever, just till the end of the year. But yeah, you can see firsthand. It's a lot, you know. Even though it doesn't seem like a whole lot, like 6 pages out of like 800. Day by day, it adds up. But just during the day, when you have to write it all, when you have to come up with new material every single day, it is pretty tiring. So yeah, I'll get to it when I do, and I'll let you know how the rest of the day will pan out. All right. I didn't write a whole crazy amount yet. It's about 1:53 p.m. So about 2-3 hours, I'll have some dinner. Yeah, honestly, I just want to have a little yap session because I've been writing a little bit and I'm a little bored. And I just want to get out of the way for today. So yeah, I want to talk about setting, because actually I was thinking about setting while writing this scene I'm writing. It's set in like an arena, and so there's a lot of things to talk about. But then again, I was wondering like what makes me think about like what's important to add into the setting of a scene, and like, you know, why we add details that perhaps don't have a lot of relevance. Like what's so important about the color of a room, right? Like if I was to write about this room, why would I describe that this wall is black, and the ceiling's white, and this wall with the window is white? It's like that would be like an atmosphere thing, especially like this is a room that I designed, you know, when I was 16, when I moved into this house. So it's like a teenage boy's room. I mean, I'm 21 now, so it doesn't fit me as much as it did, but that's why I would describe it. For example, if I would be adding it to a scene about like a 16-year-old boy and his room, then yeah, it makes sense for atmosphere. But if it's not relevant to the plot, then it's relevant to atmosphere. If it's not relevant to atmosphere, then it's relevant to the plot. To think of something quickly, you know, why would I describe, because my room's a little weird, right? Where it has 4 walls, but it has like this 5th little extension for the door, right? So it's basically like this very uneven pentagon. So why would I describe that if it has no relevance to the story, right? Because that's kind of a waste of word count. It's a waste of page space. So what's an example that perhaps would it would make sense to add it? So I don't know, like imagine you're like, not that this would be a teenage boy's room, but it could be. It's just if you're writing like a thriller, a spy thriller or something. This is a little random, but yeah, like imagine you're writing a spy thriller, and so, you know, immediately there may not be a use for this 5th wall, but let's say there's 4 walls when you enter the room, and then upon second glance you're like, you know, and this requires context from a previous scene, but and even if not, then you need context later on. It's just that you enter the room, it has four walls, and then you're in there for a minute or two, and then you realize, what the fuck, there's another wall. And what if, like, I don't know, your character got drugged, and all of a sudden they're hallucinating something, right? And this would add tension, so it has plot relevance rather than just atmospheric relevance. But at the same time, you can make it atmospheric, all the same. So uh, yeah, so setting has a lot of interesting things. I think depending on the medium you choose, it has more importance. Like if you're writing a novel, you do want to, also depending on the length of the novel and the genre, but if you're writing like an epic fantasy, yeah, you want to be pretty detailed with your settings, although it's not always that important. You know, also consistency wise, it just kind of depends, like what's needed when. If you're relying more on dialogue, yeah, the setting's not going to be super important. If you want to add like a couple details about, you know, some adjectives and whatnot about the room that your character's in, or sorry, excuse me. Yeah, if you want to add certain relevant details for atmosphere or plot, that's good. Um, but if you're writing something like a screenplay, you don't want to add too many details. Usually, it kind of speaks for itself. So, for example, like the what I'm writing, the one of the previous scenes was on a yacht, and so the yacht's not actually very, like, it's relevant to the plot, but the actual look of the yacht isn't super important, other than the fact that you know, there was a bunch of guns, a bunch of like drugs, a bunch of women on board. That kind of stuff matters, like money on the floor. It's there to show off the character, so it has plot relevance and atmospheric relevance. Where you know, there's the feds are going to raid his yacht, so it's a problem that all these things are all over the yacht. The character needs to think quickly about a way of getting out of the situation, or using the situation to their advantage. Atmospherically, it also tells you a lot about the character, but I don't really need to explain what the yacht looks like beyond that. I don't need to talk about the wall color. I don't need to talk about the size exactly. It's a luxury yacht. You get the picture, right? Those cost a lot of money. They're huge. Um, and if we're talking about like a tech billionaire, yeah, it's going to be a crazy yacht. So that's kind of the app session about setting. Uh, some extra stuff that yeah, I don't know if I've talked about before. Probably not. It's only been like 15 days of these videos, so yeah. But that's that's what was on my mind right now, because I'm just thinking about the setting I'm writing about. It's also, you know, not super for atmosphere. It's an arena made out of like cedar. It's freshly built, you know, so it has like that nice unstained color to it. That's all you really need to know. Atmospherically, I suppose. There's also like a lot of people in there. You can smell food and beer or alcohol in the air, a little bit of sweat, that kind of stuff. But that's like the people mostly. Um, and yeah, the shape of the arena does matter, because they need to navigate it, they need to get into certain areas. So that's important, but it really just depends on what you need and what the scene needs. So yeah, that's the app session. I'll move on. I got a lot more writing to do, so I'll get to that. It's 1:59 now. So yeah, see you, I suppose, when I eat dinner, or when I'm done, whatever word count I feel like I need to get done for, not today, but for now. So see you then. You know what? I think I will work out. It's chest day today, so I'm just gonna continue what I did yesterday with a lot more with vigor and weight. So I'll do that, and then I'll keep writing. So I'm post workout and post shower, as you can see. Did a little trim and yeah, wash my hair. So now I'm gonna make some dinner. I got to about 1,000 words with the daily word count, so that's good. Got about 667 left. Yeah, so hope I don't get too tired before I can write the screenplay. I'd like to get a couple pages in today, more than one or two, to be honest. And I'd like to send in more, so that'll be good. Weather's pretty garbage outside. It's all rainy, or at least post rain, so not the best. But yeah, I'm excited for the dinner. I made some beef stir fry yesterday. It was delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna finish what we had. Uh, yeah. So I'll update you once I'm probably done the word count, and then I'll just record some stuff later too. So yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna delay shit. I'm gonna eat now, this second. Bye. Oh yeah, we got it done. Um, I finished at 1,867 words, so that's nice. We're at 172K today as promised. So yeah, it was a really fun scene I was writing actually. Technically, I think it was my first sex scene. It's a wild one at that. To be honest, it's a pretty crazy one. Yeah, not very romantical. I gotta say, not very romantical. It's funny. It's funny as hell. So I can't hate on it. I was just sending my girlfriend like screenshots of it. It was so funny, dude. I was losing my shit just laughing writing this. It just wrote itself. Like honestly, sometimes you just have a scene and that shit just writes itself, and that was exactly what happened. So yeah, I'll show you the numbers real quick, and then I'll do the little outro because I'll do some screenwriting, but might as well edit the video first. Here we have it, 1,867. Yeah, I'm getting real close to 500 pages in my format. I would already be long past 500 pages in like the 1-inch margin format, but I just prefer to have smaller margins for my own manuscript before I send it off to the editor, because I don't know, I just like to fit more on the page and just waste less. It looks just right for me. It's not too cluttered. It's just I know that that's not like professional formatting, so I change it later. But I like it like that because it wastes less space, and the word processor doesn't have to load as much. So it's not as slow. That's just my little tip there for you. If you're writing a long novel, it's like 200K plus words. It's use whatever font you want. Honestly, I started off using Cormont. Is it Cormont Garamond? Really nice font, but just hard on the eyes after a while. So I switched to Times New Roman for my manuscript. For my book, it's a different font entirely. It's my favorite font, Saban. So yeah, I bought the rights to use it because I just love it so much. So I'm gonna use it for every novel, at least for now, while it's my favorite. But yeah. That's pretty much it for day 11, Remembrance Day vlog, I guess. Yeah. Also, today's the Independence Day of Poland, the 106th, I believe. Yeah, so let's get it. Since we've been free since 1918, but honestly, most Poles like to think that we've been free only since 1989, when I think the communists left. So yeah, just independence, and then we were, I don't know what we were. We weren't part of the USSR. We were just this like a state that bordered it, that like was kind of under its control. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. Successful day. I'm gonna move on to screenwriting in any moment now. It's only 7:30, so I got a lot of work to do still. I've actually made myself a nice schedule to optimize my time and whatnot, and work around any work and other stuff that I have to do. But yeah, it'll be a lot more tight. I've been just kind of relying on sheer will and discipline just to get me through, but I've been distracting myself a little too much, which does detract from the amount of words I'm able to get to at certain times of the day. I'd prefer to get 1,800 words out before 12. Ideally by like 9:30, even just wake up at like 6:30, have some coffee, chill till 7 till so I wake up a little bit more. Then from 7 to 9:30, I'd like to really get the majority of the bulk done. Then I'd like to get the screenwriting done too, just before, cardio and weights. Got to do a little more cardio when it comes to exercising. I haven't been doing it really any recently, just because I hate it, but it's so necessary that I just have to add it. I've been disciplined going to just the gym and lifting weights, so now I'm gonna have to add the cardio to really show some good results while I'm bulking up. Then editing and whatnot, just editing the YouTube videos. That's pretty much it for tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be a really productive day if I stick to it. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to keep myself accountable with these videos. So I'll see you tomorrow with the nice super tight schedule. That's all. So yeah, day 11 is done, and I'll see you tomorrow.